Never stop on the back roads. Everyone here around here knows that. You don't stop on the back roads. Not for headlights. Not for hazards. Not for someone waving you down in the dark. Especially not at night. I broke that rule once, and I've spent every mile since wishing I hadn't. I was driving home late, close to midnight, taking the long way because the highway was backed up from a wreck. The back roads cut through farmland, timberland, long stretches with no houses, no streetlights, no cell service worth mentioning. The kind of road where headlights feel small. Windows down, radio low, nothing but tires on asphalt and insects splattering the windshield. I was tired, but I was alert. That uneasy kind of alert you get when the dark feels too crowded. About 10 miles in, I saw the car. It was pulled off on the shoulder just ahead, half off the gravel, half on the grass. No headlights, no interior light, just a dark shape against the darker trees. The hazard lights blinked. Once, twice. I eased off the gas. And that's when the rule whispered in the back of my mind. Don't stop. But I could see someone standing beside the car now, tall, still. One arm raised like they were trying to flag me down. I slowed more. My brain started filling in the reasons. Flat tire, dead battery. Someone's stranded lock I'd been a dozen times before. As I passed, my headlights swept over them, and my foot hit the brake without asking me. The person, they wasn't waving. They were pointing. At me. I rode to a stop about 30 feet ahead, my heart thumping harder than it should have. I left the engine running, door locked, window cracked just enough to talk through. I leaned out and called, "Hey, you okay?" No answer. In my mirrors, I watched them step off the shoulder and start walking towards my car. Slow, unhurried. They didn't limp. They didn't rush. They didn't say a word. Every instinct I had screamed to drive. Instead, I waited. They stopped beside my passenger door, just outside the reach of my headlights. I could see part of their face now. Pale, slack, eyes reflecting like an animal's. You got a phone?" they asked. Their voice was flat. Too flat. "Yeah," I said. You need me to call someone?" They leaned closer to the windows. "I need a ride." I shook my head. "I can call the sheriff or roadside assistance." Their eyes flicked towards the trees, then back to me. "No," they said. "You can't." Something moved behind them, just a flicker between the trunks. I felt the hair on my arms lift. I'm sorry," I said, already putting my foot on the gas. "I can." Their hands slapped flat against my window, hard. Not a knock, not a warning. "Don't leave," they said, their breath fogged up the glass. I didn't argue. I drove. The tires kicked gravel as I pulled back onto the road, heart hammering, breath ragged. In the mirror, I saw them standing there, perfectly still, watching my taillights fade. I told myself that was it. I told myself I'd done the right thing. 5 minutes later, my headlights caught movement in the road ahead. A shape stepped out of the trees. I swerved, missing it by inches. My horn blared loud and wild as I sped past. In my mirror, I saw it straighten. Same height, same build, same pale face, only now it was smiling. My chest tightened. 10 minutes later, my radio cracked. Static first, then a voice.
"Hey,"
it said. Not from the radio station, but from the speakers themselves. I slapped the radio off. Silence rushed in, thick and heavy. Then a knock on my passenger window while I was still driving. I didn't look, I didn't slow. Knock followed again. My hands locked around the steering wheel. My eyes stayed on the road even as the tears blurred in my vision. "Please," the voice said softly right beside my ear. "You already stopped once." The knocking stopped. The road dipped and twisted through the stretch of woods so dense my headlights barely cut through it. Trees crowded close, branches clawing at the dark. Then the engine sputtered. "Oh no," I whispered. Dash lights flickered. The car slowed. I pumped the gas. Nothing. The engine died, and the car rode to a stop in the middle of the road. The woods went silent. No insects, no wind, no night sounds at all. Then came the footsteps. Slow, measured, from behind the car. I locked the doors even though they already were. My phone had no signal. The screen shook in my hands. The footsteps stopped right behind my seat. A shadow stretched across the hood as something leaned forward. And then came the knock. Not hard this time. Polite. Hey, the voice said again. You made it farther than most. I stared straight ahead, breath shallow, refusing to answer. The voice sighed. You know why they tell you not to stop? It asked. Silence. Because once you do, it continued, the road remembers you. A hand pressed against my window. I felt the pressure. The glass creaked. You already belong to it. The headlights flared suddenly, blinding white. The engine roared back to life. I didn't question it. I floored it. The car lurched forward, tires screaming, leaving the darkness behind in a blur. I didn't stop until I reached town, lights, people, anything alive. I pulled into a gas station and sat there shaking, staring at my reflection in the glass. There were handprints on the passenger window, on the inside. I never drove those roads again at night anymore. But sometimes when I'm stopped at a light, I hear it. And a voice that knows my name, because once you stop on the back roads, they never really let you go.